second will be at the Queen's Park Oval in Port of Spain, Trinidad. The third ODI will also be at Quiver. And that's the senior team tour. So after those two T20s that's played up in Florida. Hundred and one for one. Gill is on 69. Shreyas Iyer, who's on strike on 27, and Iyer would want to get a good score today. Cornwall continues to bowl tightly. He's in his fourth over, just 13 runs coming from his bowling so far. And the over ends well. Delivery much too close to the Indian batsman and wasn't able to score. So 101 for one at the end of the over.
And Rakeem Cornwall continues to
so let's just
bowl
look at
tight.
we just continue to look at the rest of the schedule, Kenny Benjamin. West Indies A will be at CCG on the 19th and the 21st for the 4th and 5th ODI. And then they return to the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium on July 24th to the 27th for the first unofficial test. Then they go over the Queen's Park Oval in Trinidad, July 31st to August 3rd. And they end at the Brian Lara Cricket Stadium, August 6th to 9th for the third test. West Indies A versus India A. Kemo Paul is back. And so, Kenny Benjamin, I'm noticing that the West Indian bowlers are not hitting the pitch. Kemo Paul, there we can see that's from the way he's bowling. To me, he's looking to get the ball to swing rather than trying to hit the pitch hard.
We knew that he missed the first couple of matches because of injury. Wonder if he's not 100% recovered, you know. I think the West Indies missed an opportunity, especially at Iyer when he came in first to sort of roughed him up a bit. The one delivery that struck him, he was very uncomfortable for a long time.
Again, Paul just resting the ball, just allowing it, just floating it up almost to the right-handed batsman. They get an easy single.
In contrast, when the Indian A bowlers bowl to the West Indies batsmen, they hit the deck hard, good length, the odd short ball here or there, and they get they get results. So I can't understand why the West Indians, if you have a look at that again, just a gentle medium, and we know Kemo Paul is a little bit more aggressive than what we're seeing at the moment.
Again, ball just right up to the batsman. No pace whatsoever. So pretty much a full toss. No pace, full toss. And worked into the inside. So clearly Paul not bowling at his full speed. Push straight down the ground.
I'm just getting the impression here, Denmo, that the West Indies A is quite satisfied to just let things go on as it's happening. We saw the Indian A, and they always seems to do something different. They always want to be creative. Their captain, Pandya, never sits back and allow the batsmen to dictate the pace. But on too many occasions here, we're seeing that with Captain Chase. He sits back and allows the batters to dictate rather than him creating opportunities for wickets to be falling.
Banged away, cut away, pass point for 4. Paul just again with a gentle medium pace delivery outside the line of the off stump, and Gill took full advantage and hit that one pass point for 4.
That was a bread and butter shot to Gill. Short, wide outside the off stump, no pace whatsoever, and he had all the time to place it to the man at point. And always 4 from the time it left the bat. Always 4. The West Indies looking a little bit flat in the field then more. We're not seeing the chirping. We're not seeing the bustling about after the overs. Just seems like it is just a slow procession.
And I think if you look at the body language, if we get a shot of the captain, sometimes the captain's body language doesn't suggest confidence. It's a little bit lethargic sometimes in the field. Edging past the wicketkeeper. He's going to get a boundary, will he? Oh, good work on the path. Oh, trying to pull it back was Reefer, but kicked it into the boundary in the end. And so a boundary. But that brings up the 100 partnership as well for the Indian A team of 123 deliveries in 85 minutes, 11 fours in that partnership, Gill scoring 59 of those runs. The Indians are getting the singles pretty easily as well, Kenny Benjamin.
It's happening all too easy for the Indians. They're just basically toying with the West Indies A bowlers.
Oh. Okay, Jim. Give up.
Cornwall has to be careful. He's a little bit all over the shop at the moment. Balls regularly fired in, angled towards the leg side. $116 for 1 at the end of 23.
Hakeem Cornwall after bowling his 5th over. He has taken none for 21. That's his figures, and he has kept things pretty steady, not really threatening the Indians. They're just taking it quite easily as well, just keeping it.
I think that if he hits the pitch a bit harder, he could put the Indian batsmen in a little bit of trouble.
Again, we've seen that delivery short and cutting away was the batsman Gill, but this time finding the fielder. Seems like Carter there at point.
So Paul wants a change in feel. he wants that man who was at backward square to come into a forward square position, and he's also moving the mid-wicket around. The runs continue to come pretty easily for the Indians. 118 for 1. And like we've been saying all along, Kenny Benjamin, we've not seen too many risks taken by the Indian batsmen. They're able to get the singles at will.
How much would it be playing on the minds of the West Indies A batsmen and the team in general, knowing that they have not traced well, and with the score 119 for 1 after 23 overs and 4 deliveries? What would be going through your mind, Denmore?
I think they're going to be thinking that we're going to have to chase another big one today. And so the pressure would already start on some of the batters, having not performed thus far in this series.
Well, with the addition or the changes made to the West Indies team, Kemo Paul, he's no more with the bat. He's quite handy. And Devon Thomas, as we know, can hit a few. Would this give the team some confidence, knowing that they have two guys who, especially on the local scene, that they have done fairly well, especially this season?
I am not sure if they need to get down to those two guys, unless Devon Thomas is going to bat at 3, like we saw with the other wicket keeper. And so, other than that, the batting will still be the same.
The 24th over has come to an end, 120 to score. But the last 2 games, then more, we saw them getting not just down to number 7 or number 8, but they were actually bowled out within the 50 overs. So shouldn't this give them some comfort to know that they have more depth and maybe batters who have done well, especially at this level?
I'm not sure if it's depth they want. What the West Indies A team would want is for the folks at the top, people like John Campbell, etc., to really come to the party. Good shot this. They'll only get 2 runs as the fielder out in mid-wicket region.
Top of the bounce.
Feels well.
1 bounce.
I've been commenting that I think that Rakeem Cornwall is starting his deliveries too straight, which is allowing the Indian batsman to work him away on the onside. I would love to see him start that delivery more outside the line of the off stump rather than on the stumps.
Well, he doesn't have a mid-off. A mid-on, a long-on. What he's got is a mid-on and a deep mid-wicket on the boundary.
Yeah.
Got him. So Cornwall strikes. And once again, Shubman Gill has to go. One that started just outside the line of the off stump, and it took the edge. It went into the midriff of Devon Thomas, but he was able to hold on to the catch. And so Gill goes caught off the bowling of Rakeem Cornwall for 77. The Indian A team are now 100.